Welcome to the podcast. It's Mr. Ish. We're here at Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club, Cotere Clubhouse. It's spring break, right? Yeah, spring break, baby. You're all out of school, relaxing. It's a nice spring day, but we're still doing podcasts. So let's go around the table. Let's introduce ourselves, and let's see what today's topic is. I'll start off on my left, sir.
My name is Mark, and I'm 9.
Welcome to the podcast, Mark.
My name is Zaire, and I'm 10.
All right, Zaire, 10 years old.
My name is Royce, and I'm 10.
Youngest one.
Oh, you're the youngest, Mark. And Royce, welcome back. Royce is 10 years old. So today's topic, the only reason I'm bringing this up is because it seemed like you had a good time yesterday.
Yep.
We had a class yesterday. Normally you don't have this class, and it's another wonderful class that I teach. If I want to, pat myself on the back. It's called Videography. So I was teaching a videography class, just a little introduction to see if it was interesting to you guys. So let's just go around the table and just tell me something that was interesting, and then we'll go into what you guys learned. So I'm going to start off with Royce.
Okay, an interesting thing that I learned yesterday is different video angles and stuff.
Okay, so you learned about different video angles. Something that was interesting yesterday.
Something that was interesting yesterday was how in movies and videos, how they cut and edit scenes.
Or how things are edited
Yeah.
to make it look like something fun or movies edited.
Yeah, basically like a story.
Yeah.
What about you, Mark?
Something that I learned that was cool to me yesterday is the Dutch angle, because the camera's tilted and the thing you're based on is straight, but everything the background is tilted.
Is an angle. Yeah, they call that the horizon line. The horizon line is tilted, but everything in the front is in a straight line. It's not hard to do. It sounds more complicated than it is. But I'm actually very happy that you guys learned and you were eager to learn. It seems like at first it was going to be a lot of information. It's like I put the video on and the video is kind of fast and it goes through a lot of information. But it does break it down and it tells you a lot of things. What's one of I know there was 12 angles that we did, camera angles. Do you think that we could name them? Let's see if you have a couple. Let's start off with Royce. A couple of camera angles that you learned.
Okay, first I learned wide angles, long angles, high angles, low angles, cowboy angles, and Dutch angles.
That's 6. Ooh, you got 6. Who could get the other 6? Let's see, Mark, what you got.
What did he say?
Come on, Mark. You wasn't listening?
Come on, man.
I said long shot, high shot, low shot, wide, cowboy shot, and Dutch shot.
Yeah. Come on, there's a whole bunch, bro.
Detailed shot.
Which one?
Detail.
Detail. Okay.
Two.
Tight.
Oh, wait, tight. I
Tight.
forgot that.
Yeah, tight.
Uh-huh. Come on, there's some more, man.
Over the shoulder.
Over the shoulder, nice.
POV.
POV, nice.
Well, I didn't.
Come on, we got
Second person.
second person.
No.
That's not one.
We do a second person.
I just said.
So we're
whatever,
missing
wide.
we're missing 2, man. We're missing two more.
Royce already said hi, Vaughn.
We're missing 2, man. You can't get this. Come on, Royce, think about it. There were 12 different angles. I don't even know if I can name them all myself
You already said
right
one.
away. But that's pretty good. You got 10 out of the 12. I'll give you a little clap for that.
Thank you very much.
I could tell somebody. I could tell one of my.
Long.
I could tell one of my
Long angle.
long. Yeah. So what's the next one?
Didn't I say long already?
No, you said wide.
I said long.
No, you said high.
High, low. You
Now
didn't
we
say
just
long.
need one more.
It's one more.
No, one more.
We said POV, right?
Yeah.
Okay, POV was there.
So we got 11.
Extreme close up. We said that.
No.
We said tight.
Yeah, well, you didn't say extreme. I mean, you could have a tight shot from the from the stomach up.
Cool.
That's like a medium shot. But the extreme one was, remember when they showed the picture of his eyeballs, looking at something?
Yeah, that was tight.
It was really tight.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
so
we
I mean,
got
you're in the
12.
ballpark. So you got I say you got 11 out of the 12. That's fine. Yeah, that's a lot.
What was
Um,
the last one?
I forgot the last one 'cause now I forgot
Same.
the ones that you said, but that's close enough. Now that you have this class introduced, in that way, how do you feel about going back to videography class? How do you feel about them putting that in your schedule? How do you feel about it, Mark?
Um,
You think it's something that'll be interesting to you?
my
Something you would like
group,
to learn
like
more about?
our group. So Miss Andrews said we don't have like videography because like the group was sleeping when like we were learning something.
Oh, that's probably what.
People,
Yeah. No, not people.
some people.
He could say his name because he was sleeping.
Oh, wait.
It was like probably the whole
No,
group.
no, he could say his name. Royce was sleeping during the
I would.
class.
Wait, one.
When we
Oh
had a
no,
class.
that year was the sleeping.
Yeah, I
Oh
was
no, he's
one.
always sleeping.
He was
Not,
Royce was
not,
sleeping too.
not most of the
I
time
think
anymore.
Diamond was sleeping last.
No,
night.
No,
Diamond
Diamond
was-
participates. So Diamond, I don't have a problem with Diamond.
Diamond is not in our group.
I know, but
It's
whatever.
only 'cause it's been,
So
like,
the question is, how would you feel about having the videography class added to your schedule? That's how. There's no reason you have. Mark, tell me. You think
I
it'll
would
work for you? You
feel-
think it'll be nice? And
I
don't.
would feel actually happy because I get to learn how to use a camera, and so like if I grow up and I wanna like be a like take
Videographer
yeah,
will take pictures. And
I know how to like take pictures because
that
I
you learned.
learned.
Yeah, cool. What about you, buddy? How do you
So-
feel about this class being added to your schedule?
basically what Mark said.
That's
Right,
basically
like,
what Mark said. I want to hear that. Basically, what you feel. I didn't say what Mark feels in connection with you. No, how you feel.
All right, so I'll feel pretty like excited and refreshed that we get to learn on the topic even more.
Okay.
Because last time I didn't really hear anything because I was
Ah.
asleep.
So you sleeping. So this opens up your eyes. What about you, Royce?
And Reese.
Videography. I feel like it's good that they added to the schedule because we get to learn angles, like different type of pictures.
I can show you
And-
angles with math. You want a math class? I can show you what angles are. I don't have a
Right
problem with that.
angles.
Right angle, 90-degree angles, what is it, co-Jason angles, all that
No,
stuff.
Jason.
no, like different angles,
I
like
know
with
what
the
you mean. I know
camera.
what you mean. I'm playing a joke. Yeah. So I think that they're eventually gonna, add it to your schedule some way somehow. But I'm intrigued how most of you guys picked up all the stuff that was there, all the knowledge that was there, and that's also you see it every day. So when you watch TV, you're gonna see all the stuff that you were taught yesterday, and you'll be like, "Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, that's this angle, or this is a tight angle, or whatever." So you get to see, you get to realize it and play it over and over, And this is used in video games also. So I know you're gamers. There's always POV. That's first play.
I don't really
Player.
game.
You don't game me either.
Yeah, I feel
But
like that's
if you
voice.
play like
that's
I guess if you play one of these video games, they have that perspective and stuff like that. So you see it in video games also. So from the little bit that that you learned, do you have any questions? Something that you maybe a future question or something that has to do with movies that you might want to ask? And I'll see if I can answer it for you. Mark, go ahead.
So my question is like Mr. Ovis taught us how like to use cameras, like small ones, but I want to like learn how to use like a big one.
Oh, like
Oh,
the one
he learned how to-
professionals look.
Yeah.
He showed you how to use the smaller cameras, and you want to learn how to use the bigger camera.
Yeah, like
The funny thing about that is that the size of the camera doesn't really matter. You can have a big camera and not know the 12 angles that you learned, and your film is gonna look crappy. So you could do everything that you learned yesterday on an iPhone, and it's gonna look good. So this the setup and the way you want the film to look and editing is what's gonna change it, not the size of the camera. Now, when you start using bigger cameras, you have also other things that that don't help you. The weight doesn't help you. The cameras are very heavy. Then you have to carry tripods, and those are very heavy. And then you have to have different types of lighting. So now you're adding a whole bunch of other things into your shoot. And you have to know a little bit about everything in order to make it work. So a bigger camera is sometimes not a blessing.
Okay.
I mean, I could do both, but I think, starting off simple, getting used to it, and then going to a different camera later on will definitely help you. What about you, buddy? Or something that maybe you would like to ask about, movie making or anything like that? Are you sleeping in my class again? 'Cause you're looking all over the place, but to me, you just fell asleep for 20 seconds. What did Mark say? You didn't remember what Mark said.
No, I was daydreaming.
So
For a quick
you,
second.
you can't be in a podcast if you're daydreaming. Were you dreaming about movies?
Yeah.
All right, so tell me what you were dreaming about.
So like in some of the movies, right? So they have like these side shots of the actors like performing all types of stunts and like life or death situations and like a whole bunch of
So you mean like the special effects, or you mean the stuntmen or stuff like that?
like the special effects and yeah, that's most of it.
So do we all know that the most of the
Special
time, and
effects
this
and
is
angles.
most of the time, most of the time when they have these special effects or fight scenes, we all know that most of the time it's not the actor, right?
It's the stunt double.
It's a stunt double.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
There are some people that do their own stunts.
William Dafoe.
Oh yeah, I also
So you
Tom
all
Holland?
you will find some. You said who you said William Defoe does his own.
Yeah.
Who else you
Tom
said?
Holland.
Tom Holland.
Who else? I know Tom Cruise does a lot of his own stunts.
Ben Affleck.
Toby
I think
Maguire.
I think I think Jennifer don't let him do his own stunts.
Does Toby Maguire do?
I don't think so. I
think
mean,
so.
Yeah,
Actually.
same.
a lot of I think if you watch like a Mission Impossible or
Bale?
something like that, you see the way it's shot, the way the angle is shot. They always trying to keep on Tom Cruise's face when they shooting the movie because he's actually doing the stunts. From the action ones, what's his name? Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
He does all his
a
stunts.
lot of
Bruce Lee?
stunts.
He's always done all his stunts. Well, Bruce Lee, yes, but Jackie Chan does all his stunts in every movie.
Every stunt.
Yeah, so he's always getting hurt too. The reason why they don't do their own stunts is because they're valuable. You don't want to do something and get hurt and you can't work again. So that's why a lot of people don't
Tobey
do it.
Maguire didn't do his stunts in Spider-Man 2.
Who?
Yeah,
Tobey
Tobey Maguire.
Maguire.
Oh.
Spider-Man 2, he had a stunt double do, like, where he falls?
It's also easier when they're wearing a mask or when they're wearing
Yeah,
Like
something
this-
that
this-
like
Oh, yeah.
disguise them.
makeup and all this stuff. It's easier because you could fake anybody to look like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Just put the outfit on them. But when it's a fight scene and they're very close up and you have to keep cutting away from the face and the action, it's harder to fake a scene like that. So yeah, a lot of people don't do their stunts. So stunts is it's a big deal. What about you, Royce? Is there something you would like to know about the movie business, or maybe
I
even
would like
something?
to know about, like, the stunt double, or no, like the actors, like, routine, like, to do, like, the movies.
What you mean? How their day starts and all that stuff?
Yeah, before they do, like, the movies.
The way the day starts is that they have a time call. They have a call sheet. It's called a call sheet, and the call sheet tells them every scene that's being filmed today. Okay, the call sheet also goes with what we call. Remember we were talking about storyboards.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the storyboards you can know what's being shot. So one of the things that excuse me a second. One of the things that probably a lot of people don't know is that movies are not shot in the same sequence as you see it. So right now, let's say we're filming a movie and I need to film a car chase that's towards the end of the movie, and I already, let's say rented the place where we're gonna do the action, all that. I'll film that now, even though that's the end of the movie, but I can film it now. So they're not filmed in the sequence that you think. And storyboards help you with that because let's say when we were filming, right, Andrew, when we were filming, there were certain spots that we couldn't film at right then and there. So we had to film like the ending of the movie, and then we went back and filmed the beginning of the movie, and so forth and so on. So you jump back and forth. That's why it's good to have the storyboards because it'll be like, okay, I need to film scene 1, 3, and 6 today because that's cafeteria. I need to film 7, 8, 9 because that's a gym scene. So you kind of have to plot where you're gonna film at. Yeah, Mark.
So they could like film like so
So people, yeah, when
Yeah,
they're
people.
filming,
they could film like the end of the movie
yeah,
like before like it's the end of the movie.
that could be the first scene that they film. It could be the end of the movie. And then when they go edit it, they already know, okay, scene, 48 is the end of the movie. Boom, they write it on the can and on the film. They already know that the ending is already filmed, and then they go, start filming other things. Now, a lot of the time,
Even the extended clips.
they also film whatever they can in the same area. So let's say they're filming a car scene or someone is chasing in the park. They'll film, whatever has to be in front of the park, the chasing in the park, a second angle in the park, a bird's eye view or a high angle in the park. They'll do all that, and they'll take all those, and then they'll edit later on. So that's how they get all the different shots. They're not gonna come back and film again in the park. They already paid for it one time, their permits and so forth and so on. So they only do it one time. Anybody else? Any other questions? No.
No, not really.
Not really? Okay. That's a lot of questions. We got a good 17 minutes out of it. Hopefully we'll figure out more and more, and you guys will learn more as you come to the
I
class.
have a question.
Oh, you have another question? Go ahead.
Ooh.
Why do like when a movie comes in like DVD? Why do they add like deleted clips to it?
That all started because the video business, and I was in the video business for many years, for 28 years
Cool.
to be exact. When I don't think you guys know VCRs. You know what a VCR is?
No.
Okay, it
I
was
heard of it,
a
though.
VHS is the tape. It's kind of
Nice.
it was a tape that went into a machine and it played a movie, just like a DVD does.
Oh, I've seen it.
So what happened with those is that they only had the movie; they didn't have added scenes.
Oh.
So in order to get a new crowd, new people to buy into the DVD program, they started adding little features like extended, clips, alternate endings, interviews with the director,
Deleted
deleted
clips?
scenes, and all that. So and then the person that will buy the VHS will be like, you know what? Let me buy the DVD. It has all this other stuff. And then they came out with box sets and all these other things. So there was a way to promote and add stuff. Now with a DVD, some of the good stuff is that you could have alternate languages. You could have French, Spanish, English. So there was people started buying more DVDs, and eventually VHS went down, but so did DVD. So that's why it was done that way. That's a good question though.
Okay.
And there's some people that live off those like remakes and extended box sets and all that stuff. And there's some that are done very, very well, and there's some that are actually very horrible. So we leave it with that. We good?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. We're out of here.
Bye.
Peace out.
Hashtag.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Check. Check.
There we go. Videography 101. I like it.